run. Turang at third. Yelich now 2-2. Yelich on the ground. Turang's coming home. He scoops it. Throw to the plate with a very fast
scoring position. Brewers have needed to do something with the man on third. Less than Turang anticipating. He was
wiped him out. Here is Willie. If Adames can get Yelich on the move. Yelich is going to turn. And the Brewers.
And everything that Yelich has been doing left field, and when he stays on it, it ends up over the fence.
Just one out in the inning. I beg your pardon. Time in the big leagues might be running delay last night. He did give up some runs in that, taking this spot in the rotation. Road trip already. None bigger. Would have tied the game in the ninth inning.
Frelick filling in for Perkins right with Perkins back in center field.
The road trip had 2 hits on Tuesday, and Christian Yelich. And it's a brief minor league career, but it's tough to get big league hitters to chase.
They're swinging early, and it kind of frightens you a little bit. It's where you just kind of feel afraid to let.
With a superb play. Sportsbook. Luis Arraez, Fernando. Underway here in the bottom of the first. The Brewers, as Bryce Wilson makes start.
He's also started 8 games.
Round 2-8. So it's Wilson.
Yeah, let's take a look at this deep outfield. Let's go around the games.
Wilson faces Tatis. Looks like he might have reached.
Then dumps it over Adames' head. And he's going to the All-Star game as well.
There's an All-Star voting. He's a designated hitter. OPS last year was under 700. He's having his best year. He's put it all together. It's our game in Arlington. Double play. Power. And he'll also
able to poke it all around the diamond.
You know, the Brewers have been using an opener with Koenig tonight as an opener. Is what are the right-handed bats hitter? And so Wilson,
what we have nowadays, you can figure out these matchups. I think they could have gone either way because the opening done a great job.
Padres have been a very good home team. It's into the fire early and had to work for that one.
Yeah, that's the 4-seam pitch into contact.
Let's work now. First and second, one. He boots it. Adames fires it. Just mishandled that one. You don't see that very often.
It comes across. He's in the right. Able to scoop it though to Bryce Wilson.
With one out. And Machado play through that as well. That's a strike.
It's been like for most of his career.
Back is one fly out.
Any type of hit a little bit. Sees a couple of fastballs.
Brewers couldn't capitalize. Talented young center fielder. It is
able to get to it.
Offed it out of here. Amazing how he not only it's his 9th home run of the season. Turang just boot out of Peralta, but Peralta El Paso. Then with a pot. He's been a pretty good pitch, number 31 of the inning. He's got a stare down going.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Well, there's reward for it. This can go. I think the biggest out right here was getting go, and then I think he just caught way too much on a little bit in the first inning.
Runs are in for San Diego. A lot of Pisano. Takes me mid-April. Pisano is out. The inning is over, but the Padres 7, 8, and 9 coming up here is Black on Bryce. Off the bat of Hoskins.
Each other a little bit, and you saw the double play.
Expectations are still very high.
People will come.
That's for sure.
Hawaii.
They did lose some major pieces, including one. But the expectations are 9.5 back of the Dodgers. That'll give us a chance. 2 outs, runner at first. Terang
to the ball game. Talking about the walks, already has 2 walks on average.
and a bouncer. Guys, he'll go to. It's over. Brewers fail to score. It is 4-1.
Up a 4-game series and some tough news. He had sought a number of medical opinions and spoke to Robert today. Obviously, very disappointing. On average, a lot of positives that he can draw for leagues, but tough news for Robert Gasser, guys.
Yeah, and if that's bad, the hope is though, Gasser's got
A lot of hopes for. They don't want to hear that either, but from Pat Murphy is, you know what, he pitched well through that, and you know what, not a lot of that he'll be able to capitalize on in a year.
Can he succeed in the major leagues? I'm sure he'll chip away. Profar.
Looked like a pretty decent pitch.
Injury. They've lost 2 big pieces.
But they need to rally around something.
Padres uniform. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yelich 6 2/3 in those 2 starts. Yelich is upset. Out. One more word and Yelich might.
Well, I mean, Yelich doesn't strike out a ton, and he gets maybe a little different zone.
2. And to the bottom of it, Merrill. Be a homer. Probably a big curve. Merrill's
Half it goes in the stands.
Frelick will get it started as we go to the 4th.
29th, the Brewers families will host their jersey after the game. And the Brewers families will be selling.
Tatis runs under it for the out.
Off on this slider down. I mean, this is kind of what curveball with the slider last couple of innings.
His big league career started. He's a big prospect.
Entire career. Number 1, he keeps the ball in the ballpark.
Innings. He's only had 2. He had 1 last frame. And the starting pitchers to generate a lot of traffic. Got in on his hands with a 4-seam
To the plate. Kind of reminds you of a.
Here's Joey Ortiz. At first, that's Hoskins. You for him. 1 to the right side, a base hit. Ortiz. Brewers look to return the favor as Praise was over. Got this in there. He is always in center. The most two. Major deals and a little bit of a rally start. Andy Fletcher just out by Peralta. I like that move. Got his point across on some level.
At the right time and say, man, we got so many iPads.
What Murph had to say. And then in 2015, that season, but then continues. Murph's done a great job.
Thought the look and then a couple of pitches at the bottom of the zone.
2 down. How about a quick word from Digger's Hotline? Service. Milwaukee, it's 4-1 San Diego. Brewers. At 25 RBIs this year. Season in the big leagues.
Leading the NL in second base.
Rise doesn't play much second base. And he has been primarily at first, second base in Miami, of course, and he's listed started first. He's got 10 games as the D. Our leaders as well, second in all-star voting. Forget for every Brewers RBI this season, Northwest activity in the San Diego bullpen. You would figure the leash is pretty short. First inning appearance, hard hit ball down the third base line.
Well, what twofold here to get ready because they know.
Adames with 2 away. Driven in thus far this year. National League in RBIs, tied with Shohei Ohtani. On to center field. Merrill at the 2-run homer. And it is a 1-run game.
On base with the single. And it is not easy to get one out of center field.
So that'll be the last bat. Native of Cuba. And he
Tighter more than that blazing fastball.